Now we are to the meat. We have this opportunity to add content to our lesson. We have a page, we have an article, we have a block. So to edit your block title, you can edit it so that it talks about whatever you would like to. This one I might decide to say, I want this to be about before the coordinate system. And that will be my title for my block. I can add body to that. I can add a little bit of content to it, so it's a little bit of a description if I would like to. On this one, I'm going to choose not to. I can come down here and I can ask if it's true, then that means that students do not need to complete it. If it's false, it means it needs to be completed. Also down here, true means that it will be displayed, false means that it will not be displayed. So you can choose those two things, as well as give it a class name if you would like to. So you can edit your block title, and you can edit what you would like to say underneath your block title. There are some options over here I would like to talk about before we leave this. I can now save or I can cancel, as well as I can tab on and off the general and the settings. So whatever is over here, when I toggle it, when I click on it, then it says, oh, you would like to see the general settings and you would like to work with them, or you would not like to. This becomes very handy when there are a lot of settings and you want to get to one quickly. So on this one, it's not that big of a deal, but you can see how it might become a big deal when you have a lot of different settings to choose from. So now that I have a title, I'm going to save that. And now my block has a title. So I have an article, I have a page, I have an article on that page, I have a block, and it's time for me to add components. So to add components to your block, click on Add Component, and this menu comes up to the side. You can filter your components, just search for a specific one, or you can just scroll through each of them looking for the one that you would like to use. So there are many different options. The first one is an accordion style, and this allows you to add one element at a time, and it will display only the elements that are chosen, or it will display all of the ones before. You can include assessment results from a single assessment. You can add a blank part to it so that it just comes up blank. You may add graphics like pictures. You may add multiple choice questions with graphics. There are hot graphic questions that you can use, or it doesn't have to be a question, it can just be a pop-up menu so that you can see what each area of the picture means. There are matching questions. There's media that you can add. These are videos. That's what I've used to upload this. You have multiple choice questions. Narratives show a picture that you can then slide through, and it will include text. There's sliders that learners can use to move around, and text, and there's also text input available. So you can go ahead and select whichever component you would like to add into your learning. I am going to choose to add a graphic in. So I'll click on graphic. And when I click on graphic, it asks me if I want to add it to the left, add it to the right, or if I want to add it fully. So this one I'm going to add to the right so that we can see how that works. So when I click add to the right, then as you notice, my graphic component comes over here to the right in my block. I can add another component to the left. I might want to add text right there. So I'll click on that and I'll come down and I'll add simple text and I'll add it to the left. So once I've added these two components, those will appear, but they won't have anything in them until I add more to them. So I'm going to double click on my graphic so that I can add something to it, and I can title this whatever I would like to. So I might title it a picture. or you can add a more descriptive name if you would like to. There's body, that is kind of like a caption that will be inserted. There are instructions that you can add. When you add an instruction to a piece of media, like a graphic or to a video, then it will instruct the students what to do with that. If the graphic does not show up, then there is alternative text that you may add to it. Suppose they have a slow internet connection and the graphic just won't arrive, then they can at least read something about it. And then there is the actual graphic itself. So when I add these graphics, I have to include both a large-sized image for a desktop device and a small-sized image for a mobile device. So if you have two different things that you would like both the large-sized devices to see and the small-sized devices to see, then you will need to include one in one and one in the other. You must add both of these to be able to continue. There has to be at least one large one and one small one. So when I click on select an asset, then it takes me to my asset page. On my asset page, I already have a bunch of pictures that I have taken and added already. I can also upload a new asset, and when I click that button, then it will take me to my computer system so that I can search through my own photos so I can upload one. I can search through my different assets, I can add tags to them, and when I am done selecting my asset, I will click done over here. So this one I'm just going to add my nice picture of Bryce Canyon that I have. It shows me a preview of what it looks like. So I'll click done, and now I have my asset. I can remove that asset if I want and add a different one. But don't forget to select a small asset as well. It can be the same exact asset. It doesn't have to be a different one. So I'm going to just select the same one so that it appears both on small devices and large devices. Coming down, we have more options of things to display. So there's text that you can display as an attribution if you would like to. Again, you can select if it's optional, and you can select whether you want it to be previewed or not. So that is what I would like to add to it, so I will click Save, and now I have a picture within this block. I can come over here and add text. It works very much the same. Double click, you'll change the title, you'll put in the text that you would like to, and you can include instruction text as well. So that is how you would work through adding different components to your page, to your block, which is added to your article, which is added to your page. You are welcome to continue adding blocks and continue adding articles as long as you would want. Remember, the format of Adapt Learning is meant to be one big page that you scroll all the way through. So keep that in mind as you create these and make it a large scrolling page.